Hello, hello! Welcome back to day 3 of camp. We are cross country in today, so I'm dressed, I'm showered, I'm clean. I actually had a really good sleep in comparison to the night before. It wasn't as cold, it did rain a little bit but not as bad. So I'm just heading down to the stables to give him his breakfast, muck him out, get sorted, because we are the first lesson of the day. So we're at 8 o'clock. So I've literally got an hour to get them sorted. I'm carrying my boots and some wipes because they're minty, and of course a Monster because it's the only thing that gets me through the day these days. So take it along and let's see how we get on cross country. Hopefully he loves it. My calves are killing today, so I hope he's not too much. But then there's only 2 of us in our lesson now because one girl said she doesn't go cross country and the other girl's hurt her shoulder, so just 2 of us I think. Do you want your breakfast? Yeah. Somehow pulled his neck down and has pooed on it. Don't do that to the Hey. It's there, it's soaking. I can't give it to you any quicker. Hey. No. we came into the lesson still on the snaffle ring of the universal, and I'll be honest, I came in thinking, oh God, I'm not going to have any control. And it started off quite well until in the last little sequence of jumps that we did, when I opened them up and asked for the gallop, which was amazing that we really got to work on that, because one thing I'm not good with. I didn't feel like I could bring him back afterwards, so it was actually the instructor's choice. I didn't ask. He openly said, I think we need to go back to the bottom ring and you can just have a little bit more control, but you need to be working with softer hands now you're on this rein. So we jumped through some small combinations, finding a good rhythm, and then here I just took me left leg off and was using more of my right leg because I was conscious of us drifting to the right in the grids work. So we come to it again. He had no reason to run out of that apart from my poor setup. So poor Chalk, he just has to deal with my crap. But there we go, bob through it, absolutely perfect. And I felt like I rode that really, really well.
Is it?
Cross country is all done. I've just loaded all the car up and put some shavings in the trailer. He was such a good boy. We were working obviously on the smaller fences because our class was the 70 and 80. We did jump some bigger stuff, but we kept everything obviously in the height range and was working on sort of what we're getting up to in the middle and letting him travel, and soft elbows, soft hands, and we actually were meeting fences a lot better. And then we were done and I was like, class was over, like we were walking back and the hedge that we jumped last time was right there, and I was like to the girl who owned the, like, does the camp, please can I just jump the hedge? And she was like, yeah, but it's not on my head if you fall off because obviously you're not in a lesson, blah blah blah. And I was like, yeah, it's fine. We jumped the hedge last time we were here and we had no issues with it. Well, we came into the fence and he wasn't quite straight and I tapped him, and then I've actually just watched the video back and I thought, I don't actually know what I thought happened, but he kind of went to take off and then didn't take off and then kind of left a leg behind and then jumped. So we went and then I toppled off to the side. So yeah, that's hilarious. So we'll put that in now. Ooh. Ooh. But that was my own fault. I should have just let him come at the fence. He wasn't straight, but he's a jumped. But yeah, how funny. There was loads of people, like, obviously waiting for their lesson, waiting in that area where I jumped into, and we're like, what on earth just happened? And I landed on my knees. But yeah, that is my own fault. I feel like, is it ever a camp or like a day out for a clinic if I don't fall off? Thought I'd done so well, I should have just left it where we'd finished through the water because he's honestly been so good. But I was like, he loves these kinds of fences, he used to hunt, like they're his thing. But hunters get through a fence regardless of how they get through them. Sometimes they just literally go through them, and that's kind of what happened, and he left a leg behind. So but yeah, that was my own fault. Hilarious. But yeah, I'm just finishing up sorting all the stuff out, and I am going to go and watch a lesson, and then I'm probably going to get him loaded and get home. So all around it's been really really good. I'm really happy with him. We've learned loads. We're home. He spotted Buddy in the field down there. Hey, come on then. We are home, back with Buddy Bear, who is a nightmare for the livery girl this week. I'm back with the best boy who's waiting for his dinner. We had the best 3 days, so educational, so much fun. Dressage from start to finish, I absolutely loved. We'll definitely go back to Jake for another lesson. Show jumping, really really good. Obviously not the height that we would be jumping when we go out competing, but it's not really an issue. We weren't there about height when I booked it. I knew that by the time we got to coming, the height was probably going to be too small, but it was really good to work on me. So we got to the issue of my problems, which is I'm tensing my elbows and then I can't give, and we actually took the reins from his bottom ring of the universal to the snaffle for the show jumping, and I was like, I'm really nervous about this. So then it took a big adjustment and took a lot to let him bolt on in the good forward canter that he needs without me trying to take a pull, because I felt out of control. But David was like, no, that's how he should feel, and I was like, okay, trying to go with it. Grid work, by far my favourite lesson of the whole 3 days. He was amazing. I felt like I rode really well, he went really well, we learned so much. Bianca is definitely a person I want to try and train with for grid work on a regular basis. And then this morning we obviously had cross country. We figured out quite quickly the reins needed to be dropped back down to the ring of the universal, and we just really worked on trying to pinpoint when is the time to collect him. I was letting him get too long, and then just like a stride or two before the fence, that's when I was asking him to come back to me, and that's why we were getting the itty little bitty strides coming in. You'll see it coming into the corner, and that's exactly what happened when it came into the hedge as well. But I definitely have learned from the hedge. I just should have ended the lesson on the water, because the lesson was amazing. And David is definitely another person that I want to try and get another cross country lesson in with, because it was just so educational, so much fun. And yeah, I'm honestly beaming, like it was just so good. We met so many nice people, and yeah, so shame that I had to not ruin it, but I had to let myself down, because I felt like I tried so hard for the 3 days, and so did he. He was insane by saying, can I jump the bush, because we've jumped it before, and then fall off in front of everyone. But it's fine, no confidence lost. We had a good laugh about it. I certainly laughed about it. There was quite a few people from the camp waiting to go into their next lesson, so they laughed about it. And yeah, it was just a nice environment to be in. So I'm so excited to go home and start editing all this. You'll have probably seen the dressage day by the time this is out, but whatever. I'm going to bring it out in 3 parts, so you'll have seen 2 parts. So yeah, the boys are here, back in, settled, blah blah blah. I'm just making the dinners, and then I'm going home to get my gorgeous little girl, because I've missed her. 2 nights away from her has been brutal, but she's had loads of fun with my mum in the evenings and seeing Aaron and things like that. So yeah, all round super happy, loads of fun. Can't wait to go back to another one. It was so well organised, everyone was lovely, minus getting wet in the tent. But yeah, amazing. So hope you are going to enjoy all of this content, because I loved every single bit of it. And I'll see you all in the next vlog. Please do like, comment and subscribe. See you all soon.